This is not a sponsored video. Today I'm performing a Stratocaster build with a brand new Mojo Solderless convertible Strat guitar wiring harness. I was watching new videos on YouTube the other day and subscribed to the Mojo Tone channel. Mojo's channel released two videos. One is an overview of the new circuit board and how it works, and the other video is demonstrating the sounds the new harness will produce in your guitar. Links included in my video description. The board comes in both 250K pot and 500K pot versions, so you can either use the 250K with traditional single coil pickups or the 500K with P90s and humbuckers. It uses easy screw down solderless wire connections for installation and pickup swaps, and Mojo uses USA branded components when building out the wiring harness board like Switchcraft, Mojotone, CRL, and CTS. So the board offers multiple kind of modes. It's switchable between the Mojo Blender or the Mojo Standard mod wiring mode. It also has an optional volume mod on and off switch for retaining high-end detail while rolling the volume back, which is what I think is Mojotone's answer to a treble bleed circuit. In trying this, once I installed it, it actually works really well. And I was impressed that when I turned the volume control down, all the way down to 1, I still had exactly the same kind of low to high end tonal ratios. Here's a description of the two modes. The Blender control functions, unlike standard wiring, Blender wiring adds the option for all three pickups to be on at once and the ability to combine the neck and bridge pickups as much as you would like. So the master volume is the top knob, master tone is the middle knob, and the Blender control then is the bottom tone knob. The Blender knob on 10, when you turn the bottom tone knob to 10, position 1 on your switch is just the bridge pickup, position 2 is bridge and middle, position 3 is middle, position 4 is middle and neck, and position 5 is neck. Now this is where it kind of changes, where you turn then the tone knob down to 0, or basically off. The position 1 is bridge with neck pickup blended in, position 2 is bridge and middle pickup with the neck pickup blended in, position 3 is middle. Position 4 is middle and neck with the bridge pickup blended in. And position 5 is the neck pickup with bridge blended in. So when they say standard mod, I originally was thinking that it would be just kind of out of the box traditional Stratocaster functionality, and it's not. Here's their description. Standard Strat wiring with no tone control for the middle pickup only. This reduces the load on positions 2 and 4 to only one tone pot, giving you a more clear and open tone when combining the neck, middle, or bridge middle pickups, aka the EJ or Eric Johnson modification. So the master volume is the top knob, the neck tone then is the middle knob, and the bridge tone is the bottom knob. The installation was a breeze and took me less than about 15 minutes. I decided to go with a Blender mode with the volume mod switched on as well. Some things to keep in mind when doing the installation on your guitar. You only strip the wires back or expose about 1/4 inch of wire. Loosen the set screws before you insert the wires. Tighten the screw once the wire is inserted, and test by tugging on the wire to make sure it's secure. The screw positions are labeled in a handy way in the following: B for bridge pickup hot wire, M for middle pickup hot wire, N for neck pickup hot wire, J for the output jack tip wire, and 5 separate ground slots labeled G. Decide before you screw the pickguard down whether you want to turn on or off the volume mod or what mode you want to run in. The dip switches for everything are on the circuit board and not accessible once the pickguard is screwed down. Before you screw down the pickguard, I suggest you plug it into an amp and tap on each pickup while cycling through all of the switch positions to ensure that everything's working as it should be. A suggestion, another product variation of this would be if Mojo offered a loaded pickguard with some sort of switching capabilities on the outside of the guitar's pickguard, so you can turn the volume mod off or on, or set the mode you want to operate without having to remove the pickguard to access the dip switches. Some post-installation observations. I really like the volume mod. and think that is one of the most noticeable treble bleed circuits I've used in any installation, meaning I can really hear a difference when I cycle between 10 to 1 on the volume. I can hear a higher end that normally is not there. I did 3 samples in my audio samples at the end of this that show the volume at 10, the volume at 5, and the volume at 1. I'd like you to listen to see if you can hear a difference as well. Normally, when you cycle the volume down, you start to lose about midway some of the higher end of the tone. Now, when I was testing the blender control circuit, when the blender knob is turned to 10, I liked the sound that came out of all positions 1 through 5. But when I then had the blender knob, the tone knob all the way at the bottom of the guitar turned to 0, the 2 positions that I didn't, for me, really think that I would have much use for were position 1, the bridge with the neck blended in, and position 2, bridge and middle with neck blended in. So I have audio samples of all 10 different positions. So the 5 positions with the blender knob on and 5 positions when the blender knob is off.